Okay, I thought I'd do a video on this tutorial that I put together, alright, just to make new members aware of what is available on goldstockdata.com. And this tutorial consists of links to descriptions for all of the features of gold stock data, along with pardon me, links to help, and also tips and resources that have been contributed that may be helpful when using these features. Alright, so here's the tutorial. The tutorial follows all of the options available. I have my home page pulled up here. Pardon me, and these are the options that are described: news, companies, summaries, search and compare, best and worst, portfolio, forum. Okay, so all of the options listed in the menu bar. Now, the tutorial was taken from the website overview tutorials. They're available down here at the lower right when you're on the Gold Stock Data website overview tutorials. Alright, so the first one that is linked to the first video, one of Don's videos linked to in this tutorial, is the overview of the features. It's a 5.5 minute video that goes through, gives you, the 30,000 foot view, so you can view that. Now, alright, the next one is the home page, control panel, and news. This is a short video that I extracted from one of his other videos, just to illustrate these options. Alright, they're very short. They don't require a lot of explanation. Okay, what's next? Okay, now here's one that does. It's the companies option. Alright, so in the tutorial, the first thing you'll notice is this image. If you click on it, it brings up the companies page, so you can bring that up while you're going through the tutorial. Alright, there's a link to an overview video that was clipped out of the website tutorial. There are links to help. Okay, let me scroll down here. And here are two. There's part 1 and part 2 videos that Don had done. So there's a link to the videos here, along with what the video covers and timestamped links to those portions of the video. So if you want to come back and just select the part that you want to pick up from, or refresh your memory. Alright, so that's there are these videos, and then there are these tips. Alright, the tools that may be helpful while you use the company profile page, how the calculated columns that you see in the resources section in particular. Alright, and I show some examples of those, and I'll bring those up in just a moment. Alright, so this is the companies option. Let's move on to the next. Okay, that's the companies. Here is the next option, search. Again, there's a link here if you want to pull up the search page while you're viewing this. There's a brief video that provides an overview. Here's a link to help that you can access while you're going through this tutorial. And then there is a 2-part video that Don had done that I extracted certain sections out of, so that you can come in here and see how to do the things he discusses, like the preset and save search, the search form itself, default columns and views. Okay, you can read these. Short list tags, portfolio options. He goes through all of these. So I extracted those sections and I put them in a separate video. Alright, and then here are some tips, usage tips, again, that you can go to. Calculated columns I mentioned in the companies. That's also shown in the search results. I'll bring up an example of that. Alright, so that is the search option. Then the next option is best and worst performers. All right, Don has a video here that goes through all of them. It shows the companies, the best and the worst over different time frames. So you can watch this option. Watch this video. It describes how to get the most out of this option. All right, so let's look at the next one. Here's the portfolio. Okay, this is how you can create a collection of stocks. All right, could be those that you're investing in, perhaps those that you might want to investigate. You can use portfolio for a number of things, and I'll mention more about that in a moment. All right, what's next? Okay, let me scroll up here. Okay, this is the forum. Okay, that's this option here in the menu bar. Here's usage instructions. There's a video, and then if you scroll down, you can see all of the discussion boards. Here's help and information, news and announcements. Here's a place for you to put suggestions, make suggestions, and then the various discussion boards. Main, a lot of the economic market discussions go on here. Company discussions go on here. Then there's other commodities, industries, and sectors. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Cryptos, good resources. That's what this tutorial is part of, and all of these links, that's part of good resources. Then there are other topics that members like to discuss. Okay, and you can see them here. Here are the forum rules. Let me scroll down just a bit. This one in particular, this tip with an index of useful GSD resources. Okay, I'm going to pull that up in a minute because I'll want to highlight a few things. All right, let's go back. Let's pull up the next one rather. The next one is summaries. All right, unfortunately, well, this was added. I shouldn't say unfortunately. This option was added shortly after Don had done his videos. So the only description was in the news and announcement. There's a link here. However, I created a separate video afterwards that used a one of the posts and a forum discussion about how to select stocks. All right, it happened to be what are the best silver stocks right now, and that was a post. So that's used as a launching point, a use case actually to show all of the tools in combination. Actually, let me pull up. I have the right here. All right, so how to use the summary option in conjunction with the other tools and features to improve your results. Okay. So there's this video. So you can pull that up when you have time. It's about a half an hour, but anyway, it provides some examples of how you may want to use these tools in conjunction with one another. All right, then it brings in some of the internal tools, describes them, external tools, calculated columns, as I also mentioned in the search. And I'll bring those up in a moment to show you what they look like. All right, and then here's another short video that describes the remaining options: books, charts, and help. Okay, you can always bring up help right here. The tutorials that Don had done, there's a link to them right here when you bring up help. Let me bring up those videos. Here are the videos. There's the 5-minute promo video that I mentioned. Here's the website overview from which I took the features from and made shorter videos for the other options. Now here's the company profile, part 1 and part 2. That's linked in that company profile tutorial page. Here's the search and compare, part 1 and 2, that I extracted into 6 videos, subtopics. All right, then there is the another website overview, forum. There's the forum discussion, then the portfolio. All right, so they're all out here under help if you want to simply go through them all. All right, now here are the tips, internal tools that I mentioned in that summary, right here. Okay, you'll see them mentioned here on how to use them. There are these internal tools, the forum board, search and compare view are mentioned. External tools, the CDAR, some of the other tools are mentioned here that you'll use when using the profile search or summary pages. All three, it's available in all three. Then again, that video mentions the calculated columns. When you hover over the search results, you can get a description of the values. Again, in the company profile page, when you hover over a column, the same thing, this tooltip when you're on a desktop. Okay, these things are available. All right, then we get to here. This is the index of useful resources. And this is what I wanted to point out here. All of the contributions that help assist in not only using gold stock data, but making you a better investor. All right, so some of the topics. All right, main discussion, broad markets, the charts, sound money, gold and silver. There's a ton of topics out here. Platinum, commodities, copper, rare earths, oil and gas, nickel, a whole bunch of categories that you can see where people have mentioned their interest and posted helpful information. Uranium, that's a very hot topic, and there's a ton of information available out there. All right, this got actually too difficult to maintain. There were too many posts out here to keep a link to everything. So what I did, I created a separate tip and tricks, mining information and investment topics. Actually, it's out here under help and information. I'll click that. Okay, tips. If you go out, if you click forum and then help and information, you'll see that right here. Tips and tricks, mining information and investment. You'll also find this gold stock data tutorial that this video is describing. So that's where you'll find these. All right, and so it breaks up, it splits these into separate related categories. All right, investing skill, business of mining. I'll pull these up one at a time. All right, here's general in improving your investing skills. General purpose. How to do due diligence. What does NPV stand for? How about IRR? When to sell? So just general purpose. What does due diligence mean in the mining stocks? This is the crux investor. How to choose comparable companies. All right, so good articles. All right, improving your investing skills. All right, now the next one, I think the business of mining. If you don't know much about the business of mining, here are some articles and videos. Mining technology, technology advancements, articles and videos on the business of mining. Here's the next one. Bear with me, I'll pull this one up. I don't know why they shift. I had them all lined up before starting this video. I don't know why they shift when I go between the tabs. But in any case, investing in mining companies. All right, there's this thread, Mining and Investing 101. You'll see these. That was in the previous topic as well. All right, but only the ones involved in the business. Here we have the ones that revolve around investing and what you'll want to know. Now there's that thread, but there's a ton of other posts. Okay, so I'm not going to go through them all here, but just to give you an idea of how much information is out here. Maybe I'll do another video on what's out here. But anyway, investing in mining companies. Okay, then we have drilling methods and drill results. Okay, you'll want to know about this. Okay, again, a Mining and Investing 101 thread. There's an article. There are videos and overview videos, specific method examples, tutorials. Don has a tutorial. There are other tutorials. I don't know why this, I don't know why this is like that, but I'll have to fix this. Anyway, I'm surprised I didn't notice this earlier. But anyway, these are separate articles and videos. Okay, what's next? Okay, then there's one on, here we go, geology and geophysical surveying. A ton of articles and videos. Okay, I won't go through them all. Just know that there's a whole category here with help and information. Then here are at the other end of the spectrum, and not discovery and the processing when they go into production, or processing and metallurgy. You know, what it is, why is it important, how it's done. Okay, everything you'll want to know. And then lastly, okay, let me scroll down again. I don't know why these get out of focus when shift position when I bounce between them. I had these lined up. But anyway, metals, minerals, and other commodities, all in alphabetical order, and all of the topics, actually some other than this category, like art, sports cards, and again, all of the other real estate. All you can see all of them here. Uranium is very, that's in here. All sorts of topics. So that's the last thing I want to cover, and that is what you'll find in this tutorial and help maybe see the depth of information provided. All right, it's not just the features, it's also all of the information that's been shared among the members of Gold Stock Data to help all of us get better, to be better. All right, so I hope this video helps. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.